New this morning on your Fast Track to 7, a scare for families of Moorhead High School students. Viewers contacted our whistleblower hotline about photos of a gun circulating on social media yesterday. They say school officials notified families that the poster was identified as a Moorhead High School student.
Families were told that the student was removed from the building and immediately taken into custody by police. We currently have messages into police and school officials to get confirmation of the incident and more details. We have yet to hear back this morning. Be sure to stay with us throughout the day. Also new this morning, the Itasca County Sheriff's Office is asking for help locating a Minnesota woman who's been missing for more than a month. 45-year-old Eleanor Halverson was last seen November 4th in the town of Northome, which is northeast of Bemidji. She's 5'4", 100 pounds with brown hair, a pierced nose, and a tattoo on her left arm.
Police say Halverson was seen traveling that day with this guy, Gene Carter. He's driving a light brown or a tan early 2000s model Toyota Camry with unknown license plates. Now, if you have any information on Halverson or Carter or where they could be, you're urged to contact the Itasca County Sheriff's Office or your local law enforcement. A Minnesota family is making a plea for justice for a woman killed while walking her dogs along a central Minnesota highway 1 month ago.
There's now a $10,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest in the hit-and-run crash that killed Kathy Donovan, a longtime doctor in the area. Authorities say a driver hit her on November 13th along Highway 169 and then drove off.
Almost every single first responder that came to this scene personally knew her, so that was very difficult for them. And I guess my ask of the community at this point as we move into the holidays, somebody's been keeping a secret since the 13th of November. Somebody knows something. You need to come forward. Dr. Donovan's family is going to have to spend their first Christmas without her.
The suspect's vehicle is a dark 4-door car or SUV. We know it's a blurry photo, but that's the best we have. Call the Mille Lacs County, Minnesota Sheriff's Office if you have any information about this case.
Time now for a look at our storm team forecast as we send things on over to meteorologist Lisa Green this morning. Hey there.
Good morning. Today's the day we're going to see some of our warmest temperatures of the week. We are starting off on a mild note as well, seeing just a little hint of light or color on that eastern horizon as we're waiting for that sun to come up. In Fargo, we are mild, 31 degrees in Fargo for your current temperature. A reminder, our average highs for this time of year on this date, 24 degrees in Fargo. So we are starting off well above that for our morning low. And looking at wind, that's out of the south into the teens. That is a factor. It makes it feel more like 21 outside, but still milder than yesterday morning. And in Grand Forks, nice and quiet for the Grand Cities. And we are looking at temperatures there into the mid-20s, 25 degrees. South wind at 11 miles per hour. And again, that wind is going to be a factor for us as we continue on into the day today. We'll see some gusts that are on the stronger side. And it feels more like 14 degrees there right now. Now, radar satellite map looking clear. We've got sunshine. We've got some good conditions here to start off this morning. Out at the bus stop, not as chilly for kids this morning. And the afternoon, it's going to feel warm. We're talking about 44 degrees, your high in Fargo. Our record is 48, and we won't be far off of that here for this afternoon with plenty of sun. But again, the wind, a factor. We'll have wind speeds into the teens and then gusts into this 30 to 40 mile per hour range out of the south through the afternoon. So breezy one today. Tomorrow is that first alert weather day we've been warning you about. We have a chance for a wintry mix leading to some changeover to light snow overnight Friday night and into early Saturday. So that could lead to some slick spots on the roads as temperatures drop below freezing. So that's the next round we're going to be keeping an eye out for. But keep an eye on those afternoon highs each day climbing above freezing. And even into next week, we may see another 40-degree high or two. On the winter solstice, we'll be at 39 degrees. And then heading into Christmas weekend, we'll be keeping an eye out for another round of some wintry weather on Saturday. Of course, that's important heading into the holidays, so we'll have more details on that as we get closer. And of course, we'll continue to track this next system for tomorrow and into Saturday right here on Valley News Live and on the VNL Weather app.
It always seems like we get these weather systems that hit us on the end of the week, into the weekend, Lisa.
Yeah, the timing has been interesting lately. Last weekend, of course, we remember Friday and into Saturday. That was quite the wallop of winter weather. And then this weekend, Friday and into Saturday. And we'll see if we get a third week in a row of that coming up heading into the holiday weekend. But it seems to be on a bit of a cycle here.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, thanks, Lisa.
Hundreds gathered in the small town of Beulah, North Dakota yesterday to pay their respects to fallen Mercer County Deputy Paul Martin. Deputy Martin was killed in the line of duty 1 week ago as he worked to end a high-speed chase.
Loved ones and law enforcement officers filled the high school to say their goodbyes and honor his dedication to service.
Deputy Sheriff Paul Martin, our deputy, your husband, father, grandfather, brother, son. He gave his final breath in the brave defense of others. Others in this room, others in this community, others well beyond. And we will never forget. That is our pledge.
Deputy Martin will be buried at the North Dakota Veterans Cemetery in Mandan.
Now, the man accused in Deputy Martin's death is 42-year-old Ian Kramer, who's charged with manslaughter. He's the son of North Dakota U.S. Senator Kevin Kramer. A Moorhead restaurant asking for help from customers during a slow business climate, they say. The owners of Altoni's Italian Cafe in Moorhead is posting on Facebook that they need support in these trying times. They say they're struggling to stay open.
That restaurant's been open since 2005 and is currently operating Holiday Drive in South Moorhead. That's the northeast corner of 8th Street and I-94. They are open 11 to 7 Tuesday through Sunday.
The West Fargo Fire and Police Departments reminding you at home about the danger of ice over retention ponds and rivers. They say the best way to stay safe is by staying away because ice forming on these bodies of water can be deceiving this time of year.
And officials say it's an important topic to talk with your kids about. Know if you see someone go through the ice, do not go out on the water. Instead, you need to call 911 right away. The Dow Jones Industrial surged to close at more than 37,000 points yesterday for the first time ever.
Wow, it came as investors applauded word from the Federal Reserve that it could cut its benchmark interest rate next year. The Dow soaring 512 points, the Nasdaq shot up 200 points, and the S&P 500 climbing 63. Grand Forks police are retiring the longest working canine in their department's history. We're talking about K9 Shelby. She's worked with her handler since 2015. She's been involved in hundreds of deployments, including evidence recovery, narcotics arrests, and working with the SWAT team.
Shelby is being adopted by her handler and his family, where she will live out the rest of her life. Now, her last shift is December 29th. Congrats to the pup. It's a reading lesson some Chicago kids won't soon forget. They got a visit from one of Santa's helpers. In fact, that guy right there, I think we know him, former President Barack Obama, wearing the red hat and hauling a sack of goodies.
Obama walked into the room and announced himself as the skinny Santa, although I think he's working Elf on a Shelf. That's what I would have gone with.
Yeah, right.
He read the kids a Christmas Story classic at Parkside Academy, and then he handed out some gifts.
The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on.
Thank you all so much for waking up and joining us here on the Valley Today. My name is Ashlyn Hill.
And I'm Jordan Schreier. Have a great day.